Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you are doing well. Today we will start our third class of first lesson of Noorani Qaida. As you know, in the first and second class we have learned about alif, ba, ta, sa, jim, ha, ho. So in today's class we will take start from jim. So our next letter is jim. Before starting Quran lesson, first we read Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah. Let's begin the lesson. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So our first letter is Dal. 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 Read after me. Dal. Dal. Say it again. Dal. Dal. Now try to recognize the shape of dal. Dal has no dot. This is the structure of dal, and dal has no dot. Now let me show you the origin of dal. Dal and ta has same origin. In the first class I told you about the pronunciation of ta. In the case of ta, we touch the tip of tongue to the internal gums of upper two front teeth. So in this letter, dal has same pronunciation like ta. When we pronounce ta, we will touch the tip of tongue to the gums of internal side of upper two front teeth, to the gums of back side of upper two front teeth to pronounce da. Dal and ta has same pronunciation. These two letters have different sounds, different shapes, but pronunciation origin is same. Now we move to next letter, that is Zal. So this is the next letter, Zal. 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 Read after me. Zal. Zal. Say it again. Zal. Zal. Now try to recognize the shape of Zal. Zal has one dot at the top. You can see this is the structure of Zal, and Zal has only one dot at the top. And Zal is actually a soft letter. When we pronounce Zal, you make sure whistle sound does not come, because this is a soft letter and we read it softly, like Zal. Zal. Let me show you the origin of Zal. So this is the inner view of mouth. You can see this is the inner view of mouth. And when we pronounce Zal, we will touch the tip of tongue to the edges of upper two front teeth. To pronounce Zal, we will touch the tip of tongue to the edges of upper two front teeth. Like Zal and Sa have same pronunciation. I told you in the first lesson the pronunciation of Sa. In the case of Sa, we touch the tip of tongue to the edges of upper front teeth, and in the case of Zal, we also touch the tip of tongue to the edges of upper two front teeth. So these two letters Zal and Sa have same pronunciation but have different sounds and different shapes. Now we move to next letter. So before going to next letter, first let me tell you about the difference between dal and zal. Dal has no dot. This is the shape of dal, and dal has no dot. The next letter is zal. This is the shape of zal. Dal and zal have same shapes, but dots makes the difference between dal and zal. The second thing is zal is a soft letter and we read it softly. Okay, so this is the difference between dal and zal. These two letters have same shapes, but dots makes the difference between these two letters. Dal has no dot and zal has one dot, and zal is also a soft letter. We read it softly with soft sound like zal. Now we move to next letter, that is ra. Ra, ra, ra. Read after me. Raw, raw. Say it again. Raw. Now try to recognize the shape of raw. Raw has no dot. You can see this is the structure of raw, and raw has no dot. And it is a bold letter. When we pronounce raw, the sound fills into the mouth like raw. It's a heavy letters, and we read it with heavy sound like raw, raw. Now let me show you the origin of raw and how we pronounce raw. So when we pronounce raw, you can see this is the inner view of mouth. When we pronounce raw, we will touch the tip of tongue to the gums of up front to teeth. To pronounce raw, we will touch the tip of tongue to the back side gums of upper to front teeth like raw, raw, raw. So this is the pronunciation of raw. Now we move to next letter, that is za. Za, za, za. Read after me. Za, za. Say it again. Za, za. Now try to recognize the shape of za. Za has one dot upon it. Za has one dot at the top. This is the structure of za, and za has only one dot. It is also called a whistle letter because when we pronounce za, the whistle-like sound comes like za. So when we pronounce za, we will touch up and down teeth together. To pronounce za, we will touch up and down teeth together like za. And then we will touch the tip of tongue behind the up and down teeth like za. Now let me show you the origin of za. So this is the origin of za. This is the inner view of mouth, how we pronounce za. So when we pronounce za, we will touch up and down teeth together, and then we will touch the tip of tongue behind the upper and lower teeth to pronounce za. First we will touch the up and down teeth together, and then we will touch the tip of tongue behind the upper and lower teeth. So this is the pronunciation of za, and za is a whistle letter. When we pronounce za, the whistle like sound comes. So now we again revise this lesson. Today we have learned about these 4 letters. First one is dal, second one is dal. Let me tell you about the difference between these 2 letters. Dal has no dot and zal has only 1 dot. That's the difference between dal and zal. These 2 letters have same shapes, but dots makes a difference. Dal has no dot and zal has only 1 dot, and zal is a soft letter. Now the next letter is ra. Ra has no dot and za has only 1 dot. Ra and za have same shape, but dots makes the difference between ra and za. Ra has no dot and za has 1 dot upon it. And the second difference is ra is a bold letter. We read it with heavy sounds like raw. When we pronounce raw, the sound fills into the mouth like raw. And the second one is za. Za has only 1 dot, and za is a whistle letter. When we pronounce za, the whistle like sounds comes. So these 2 letters have same shapes, but dots makes the difference. Ra has no dot and za has 1 dot. So this is all about from today lesson. If you have any query about this lesson, you can ask me. Thanks for joining me in today's Quran class. Inshallah, see you in the next lesson, in the next class. Allah Hafiz.